Hey everyone, James the DLC here. Well, TCEA 2023 in San Antonio was an absolute blast with so many awesome takeaways and ideas from educators and experts from around Texas and around the country. Narrowing all that great stuff down to a top 10 was a difficult task, but I'm proud to say I did it. And now it's time to share my list with all of you. You can access this whole list right now by scanning this QR code or going to bit.ly/JamesTCEA23. All right, buckle up, because here we go. Here are my top 10 takeaways from TCEA 2023. We begin with this handy reusable Canva template from Tisha Richmond, the author of Make Learning Magical. Anyone who knows me knows I'm huge on the power of gamification, so I'm always on the lookout for resources that can help teachers gamify lessons. This template helps organize all the necessary components, from learning targets to themes and hooks to characters, items, levels, and badges. It's a great resource, and it's all yours if you head on over to the bit.ly. Next up is summarize.tech. Have you ever wanted a quick summary of a long YouTube video without having to sit and watch the whole thing? Then summarize.tech might be right up your alley. This tool uses the same AI that powers ChatGPT to generate a summary of any YouTube video in seconds. The free version only allows you to summarize a few videos per day, but there's also a premium version available for heavy users that allows up to 500 summaries each month for $10 a month. Eighth on the list is the Animate from Audio tool. This free tool can be found in Adobe Express, which is also free. This tool allows you to choose from a variety of characters and backgrounds, then record your character's dialogue. The tool matches the character's mouth movements, gestures, eye movements, and facial expressions to your recorded dialogue for a fun animated result. So if you've ever wanted to teach a lesson to your students as, say, a robot in a coffee shop, you can totally do that. At number 7, we have unboxing video projects. Have you ever seen one of those unboxing videos on YouTube or Amazon? You know, the ones where someone shoots a video of themselves unboxing a new product. These kinds of videos have become astonishingly popular, with many of them racking up millions of views on YouTube. So Matt Miller and the rest of the folks at Ditch That Textbook figured, why not bring this concept to the classroom? Imagine students creating videos in which they unbox the parts of an equation, or various items symbolizing a character in a book, or the elements of a particular animal's habitat. Lots of really creative possibilities here. If this sounds intriguing to you, check out the bit.ly for a rundown of how it works, including examples, free tools, ideas, and planning guides in various formats. Next up is the ScreenPal video extension. The folks at Screencast-O-Matic created this Chrome extension. ScreenPal allows you to quickly capture your screen, your webcam, or both right from any text field in your browser. After recording, it inserts a link in the spot where your cursor was. When someone clicks the link, the video opens in a pop-up window right there within the document or page. This tool makes giving students video feedback or instructions insanely easy, regardless of the LMS or tool you happen to be using. And of course, students can use it too. ScreenPal is powerful, flexible, easy to use, and the best part is that it's totally free. We've cracked the top 5, and now it's time to crack the case of where on Google Earth is Carmen Sandiego. Carrie Moulton delivered a great session about all the cool things Google Earth can do, from data layers to guided tours to sharing stories with students. But the thing that stood out most to me was the Where on Google Earth is Carmen Sandiego game. If you're like me, the name Carmen Sandiego brings back nostalgic memories of Acme CrimeNet, Vile, The Chief, and a music group called Rockapella. Google has resurrected everyone's favorite globetrotting criminal to create a gamified investigation spanning the globe. As of this moment, Google Earth offers 3 different Carmen Sandiego capers, all of which are awesome. The only downfall is that the places and the answers don't change, so once students have completed an investigation, there's not a great deal of replay value. At number 4, we have a virtual collaboration strategy called Mystery Review. One of my fellow Frisco ISD digital learning coaches and a good friend of mine, Sam Shropshire, presented this great way to do class-to-class or even school-to-school collaboration. In the Mystery Review, a group from one class uses Zoom or Google Meet to have a virtual conference with a group from another class. The groups take turns asking each other yes or no questions in order to figure out the mystery person or concept. In the example activity we did during the session, we were trying to guess the mystery president, for instance, but of course the activity could be adapted for any content. Each group member has a specific role, and groups use a collaborative spreadsheet to keep track of questions and answers. For such a simple and easy setup, I was really impressed with the levels of engagement and fun in this activity. The best part is that it gives students in different classes, different schools, even different states or countries, the ability to collaborate. If you're interested in giving it a try, there's a planning sheet linked off the bit.ly. The bronze medal winner this year is a collection of iOS tips and tricks shared by the great Leslie Fisher. With the release of iOS 16, you now have the ability to mark text message conversations as unread by swiping right on the conversation. You can also unsend or edit text messages as long as you're using iMessage with someone who also has iOS 16 or later. Those things are pretty cool, but the tricks most impressive to me were actually ones that have been around quite a while, such as the ability to use your finger as a mouse when composing a text message by simply holding the space bar. This came out 5 years ago with iOS 12, which kind of makes me cry a little bit on the inside thinking about how much time I've wasted trying to tap the exact spot in a text where I want to put the cursor. My absolute favorite trick, though, is the live text feature, which allows you to point your phone camera at text, any text, and have the ability to copy and paste it, look it up on the web, translate it, or share it instantly. You can also do this with text in photos you've taken. What a time saver, right? This year's runner-up is a collection of resources for student reflection and goal setting. This was a poster session delivered by two of the hardest-working digital learning coaches I know, Penny Matos and Christy McCoy. Their session was focused on how teachers can facilitate student reflection and goal setting using various tools and templates. And the centerpiece of the session is this huge website they created that is absolutely packed with examples and resources. The site covers learning targets and standards, setting life goals and micro goals, pre- and post-assessment reflection, rubric-based reflection, SEL check-ins, test correction reflections, unit goals, weekly grade checks, whole school goal setting, and work ethic reflections. Tons of stuff. Penny and Christy obviously put an incredible amount of work and thought into this site, and the result is something that has the potential to completely transform your classroom for the better. If you want to check it out, the site is linked off the bit.ly. Now, we've come to the number one spot, and it belongs to ChatGPT. Specifically, how to use ChatGPT effectively in the classroom. There's a reason why every single TCEA session about AI was packed this year. With the recent release of ChatGPT, it has become clear to many of us that AI is poised to completely transform education as we know it. This causes fear for many, but it doesn't have to. Holly Clark and Matt Miller presented a great session on ChatGPT and AI in education, and one of my biggest takeaways was an infographic listing 20 practical ways to use ChatGPT in the classroom. Things like remixing student work, summarizing texts, generating prompts or questions, and creating personalized learning experiences, just to name a few. The bit.ly has the link to the full infographic as well as the blog post from Ditch That Textbook, where it was originally shared.
All right, well that wraps up my top 10 for 2023. I hope you found something helpful in this video. If you have a favorite tool, tip, or trick that you'd like to share, feel free to throw it in the comments. And if you're looking for more great digital learning content, be sure to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Twitter at JamesTheDLC. Until next time, I'm James Flaskamp. Thanks for watching.